Out
You're
of the
able
three of
to.
us.
You're out of the three. Yeah.
If you heard that was my phone. I apologize.
I didn't hear anything. So.
Okay. It was right next to my mic, and it went off, and I'm like, oh.
Gotcha.
I'll let Oswald go first.
I mean, I guess I go out as well. So I'll be honest, neither me or Oswald were paying attention right there.
Okay.
I found a, so you could cut this out if you want, but I found a dating app for gamers.
God damn it, Kyle!
And I matched with a girl who, so it's really cool actually. You can see,
Kyle, please, no.
just hear me out here. One of the things you can do on your profile is you can pick out your favorite starter Pokemon from the first like 6 games. Mm-hmm. So she's like Charmander, Cyndaquil, Piplup, and then Grookey from the new one. And then I'm like, she picked Mudkip, so of course my opening line is, so I hear you like Mudkips.
All right. We need, when Kyle and I inevitably live together, I will remind myself to take away his phone before recording.
I just think it's great. So I hear you like Mudkips.
That was bad. That was.
Yeah, we'll see if and when she responds, if she thinks the same.
All right. So.
Oh. Is
Hold
there anything
up.
else?
I'm reading through Comprehend real quick. Sorry.
Yeah.
I can talk to plants, objects, and spirits?
You have to put in shit for it to do that, but yeah.
All right, guess I know what I'm doing.
Oh, God. The first
Learn how to talk to a chair.
Hello. You are dead,
like,
but I love
in front of the chair, like, whose ass is your favorite?
All right, so
everything's a sentient being to Oswald. We're all confused.
So
Gonna cut this out. Speaking of hotter, Leon was just like, I kind of want to be a hot shot to come into your game now. It's just like, make Remy fall in love with you, and that was it.
Oh my God, yes, please.
So yeah.
Great, perfect, thank you.
Welcome.
That's great, Remy. Don't worry about your check. We'll send it to your next of kin. DBZA reference. Yeah. All right. So.
Kyle, stop! Get off gay ass artsy motherfuckers right now.
No.
If you're wondering, that's our Snapchat group name.
Yeah,
because we're in like 40 groups that we only chat in half of.
No, we're in 40 groups of all the same people.
It's true. I can't deny that.
All right, let's go. Let's do a thing.
Is there going to be combat this time? Because I want to do things and not...
You're going... Kyle, we have to wake up and do things. Right now, I'm cuddling with Remy.
Role-playing is just as essential as combat.
To answer your question, it depends on how well you guys stealth. So,
well,
yes, there will be combat.
What's the thing that we roll for stealth? My guess is stealth.
Agility.
Yeah. I'm going to guess I roll stealth for stealth?
Yeah, probably.
But it's agility based.
Is it okay if I do a practice roll right now?
Go for it.
Do it.
As long as you
because actually I'm gonna try and make this canon. I'm gonna try and stealth into the fridge and just see what kind of thing that I can put together.
Yeah, Kyle, that's gonna be hell to edit, and 36 was already hell to edit, so that's not going in there, sorry.
What, trying to stealth into the fridge after I wake up? not trying to wake anybody up. I'm not trying to do anything weird.
Yeah. You know what? Go for it.
Yeah. That's a 14, and I rolled a 14 total. I rolled an 8.
Yeah, that's a 7 for the kitchen staff's perception check. So,
Well, they are interns, and they are pieces of shit that can't do anything.
it's like midnight. You're going to get a midnight snack. You find the kitchen staff just asleep. And yeah,
Can I, under my breath, do like the
Oh my god.
And copyright. Okay.
Fucking Remy and Oswald are the same person when they're trying to sneak.
You're not wrong.
All right. So, hold on. I'm sorry. You can cut out this pause. I'm just looking something up real quick.
Oodle lolly, golly, what a day. Robin Hood and Little John walking through the forest.
Are you okay?
I don't know why, but I have the soundtrack of Robin Hood stuck in my head.
Do you want alcohol? I have alcohol.
No, but like, you know, like that catchy tune, like something that like James was when he was like doing like his like little like noises. It like just reminded me of that like, you know, the opening sequence. So the old like 1970s, 1980s Robin Hood, and they're like boom 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 doo, 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 doo. Like that whole thing, it just brought me back memories. Thank God this is being cut out so people realize.
I mean, I want you to know, I've already collected a good amount of bloopers for part 2, so if you don't think this isn't going in that file, I have some news for you.
No, it doesn't go like, it goes like, boom, boom. That's how it goes.
All right. Yeah. So, Kyle, you are fully healed.
Oh my god, I just remembered. My kid embodied the Grudge today.
Oh god.
So it was indoor recess. And I'm like doing my stuff in the back because we're doing like mid-year like reading testing, so I'm like inputting on the information, and then I just hear them like constantly giggling up at the front, and I'm just like, so why are you giggling so much? What you doing? And
What you doing?
So then immediately I get, because she's like very shy and very quiet, but when she talks, that she's very sassy, I immediately hear, nothing! Mind your business! And I'm like, all right. So I go back to what I'm doing, and I hear giggling from like the entire front. Like all the kids are up at the front, and they're all just watching me. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And so I like walk up and I'm just like, what's going on, guys? And then like all of them look at me and they're just like, ooh, nothing. And I'm just like, ooh, weird. And so I go back and I continue to like input. And then at like one point I have my head down and I'm like inputting the information, and I look back up because I always keep my head on a swivel because they're second graders. And Sassy Pants is missing. And I'm just like, hey, where's so-and-so? And they're like, I don't know. And I'm like, did she go to the bathroom without letting me know? And they're just like, yeah, sure, that's it. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. I continue, and then I hear like mass erupting. And like this child is like teeny tiny, like kindergartner sized.
Ooh, I love that.
She's wearing this like leopard print hat that has mittens built into it. And so she's like swinging it, and I was talking about like what wispy hair looks like, and I said it's kind of like The Grudge, and I throw it in front of my face while we were reading this chapter book today, and they were like, "Oh, I know who that is," and so in typical fashion, my kids love playing the game. Let's scare Miss Decker, and so. I'm like watching, but they never scare me because it's always the most hysterical shit that they do. I see her like walking up like on all fours, and and she's like making the most horrendous sound like like that, and I'm just like so like in my head like this is what I would say. What the fuck are you doing?
Sometimes I wish you could say that shit. You're like, what the
And honest to God, she looks up at me. And, well, in reality, I said, "What is wrong with you?" And she looks up at me. She's like, "Come on, Miss Decker, play to the bit." And I'm like, "Okay." And she like comes up and she's like, "Rah!" Like continue doing the horrendous scream. And I'm like, "Oh no, it's so and so is an evil monster." And then she's like, "You're not scared?" And I go, "No." And she's like, "Can I go into my final form?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Then she gets real close to my face, and I like, all the kids are like giggling and laughing hysterically. And I'm like, "This is uncomfy." And then she's just like, and then she leans in real close and whispers right into my ear, "You bet it's uncomfortable. And guess what my final form is?" And I'm like, "What is it?" She goes, "Rare," and then runs away giggling maniacally. And I'm like looking around the classroom as they all erupt into laughter, and meanwhile in my head, what the fuck is going on?
I'm sorry, even though some of your kids are raised by racists, they're pretty funny.
Oh my God. My kids have the best sense of humor, and I chalk it all up to myself. My character sheet is moving.
I love that. I love it when he does that.
It scares me. I like was even on my powers and advantages page, and like
I feel like he's gonna do that to Leon and Callie, and they're both gonna be like, "Oh my god!"
I know, and it makes me jump every single time because I get spooked easily.
All right. So,
We split the party
Again.
I feel
for the 23rd time in this podcast. We've split the party.
this is fine. This is aggressively fine.
It gets progressively better every time we do it, right?
No.
Okay. So,
What I have
while you're
written
doing
down
that,
for my
I'm gonna go get a
notes.
drink.
okay.
I'll just ask
I
for a
know.
TLDR when I get back.
What I have
Okay.
in my notes for the past like 20 minutes. A shit show ensues.
You're not wrong.
That's very Shakespearean.
100% exactly what happened.
It was a clusterfuck.
Okay.
Guys,
No,
I haven't listened to all
please.
the episodes, but that was the trajectory of the early episodes was cousin fucking. So that's what I assumed we were getting into.
Okay.
Yeah,
Please
sounds
no,
about right.
do not put the cousin fucking in the bloopers because I don't want people from West Virginia to be like, ah, like, you know what I mean?
No, they'd probably hear it and be like, "Yeah, you right. I'm gonna go fuck my cousin now."
Finally, representation in gaming podcasts.
Hey, they have representation, and then they can get taxation.
James, how many people from what's our viewership in West Virginia? What the
Low.
Okay, fine.
Until
Plus,
you release this episode.
Yeah.
Hey, Darlene, did you hear about this podcast that was talking about cousin fucking?
And plus, I
Hot
use
diggity
a fake
damn, I gotta
name.
listen to that.
You know, I'm more of a
fake
5th edition fan, but I'm willing to try out Mutants and Masterminds. These people seem all right.
In the almost year we've been running, we have 1 download from West Virginia.
Oh, thank
Oh,
God.
This is great.
Ooh, nice stats.
Time to boost that.
That might have accidentally been me because I did listen to one episode partially in West Virginia.
You don't listen to our podcast at all.
It was back when I first tried to start listening to it, and then I hated hearing my voice, and I was like, never mind.
I have to hear my own voice all the time. James and I have to listen to our own voices all the time. Leon has to listen to his own voice all the time.
That's on you for wanting to do the editing.
I have to do the editing because who else is going to do it as thorough as me?
Not me.
But definitely not me. I can't even get my internet to work properly in my classroom.
All right.
Let's get this started.
All right, let's run this shit show.
All right. You guys ready?
Ooh, he called out your boyfriend!
I swear to fucking God.
And y'all haven't even had sex yet!
Okay, you had sex with a fake hood in a very awkward way, so I don't want to talk about it. Our podcast is rated R.
It was Schrodinger's bathhouse. It was.
We played a nice game of Naked Twister.
They played Scrabble. Nothing more.
They read the Bible together.
Mm-hmm. We read the Bible together and learned about how the microchips are the mark of Jesus in the book of Revelation. Amen.
I would like to point out that I looked up euphemisms for sex because I was curious. Apparently, people say slime the banana.
Yeah.
Gross!
That's actually specific to California, Southern California.
Oh, well, I'm never going to Southern California.
Obviously, you've never listened to our podcast because we open up everyone with that. We're like, support your local comic shop and don't forget to slime the banana.
And since it's a euphemism, it fits with our PG-13 rating.
Nailed it.
Improvised weapon. Anything with a. Yeah, +1 to High Cat.
It's an odd roll.
A
That's
high
a-
cat's an automatic success. Actually, yeah.
That's higher
Yes,
than
it
the nat
is.
20.
Yes,
I
it
thought.
is.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. The elusive high cat.
Yeah, my cat just jumped up and sat in my dice tray.
Aw.
Oh, what
Your
a
feet
babe!
I have.
He sits. Is it meat bun?
Yeah, it's meat bun.
Oh.
So yeah, he'd work odd jobs. He got as much money as he could, and eventually he was able to get himself a place in the Middle District in this city. Allie, what's the name of the city? I can't remember.
We live in Eden, Kyle.
You think I remember this shit? I don't.
Kyle, we've been doing this for a year. Kyle, this is our year anniversary.
I just focus on whatever's happening in the episode, okay?
I'm putting this in the bloopers.
I don't give a shit. There's an airplane flying over. Hold on. I have my window open because it's a nice day. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Clear as day.
I love living in
Astoria,
Seattle.
she's trying to find your secret porn stash. Janetta
Anyway.
Astoria.
I hope you
has
guys
become
know I was
real.
talking. I hope you guys know I was talking about that like it was a virus, not that like he was looking at.
Well, you said porn.
Yeah, when you're on a porn site and for some reason you click an ad. And,
I don't know, Allie. You
If
seem
you click
very
an ad
well.
when you're on a porn site, you're a fucking idiot.
You seem
I'm not
very
saying-
well versed in how porn websites work, Allie.
I'm just saying, Pornhub is fantastic for girls.
I I am a child of God. I do not know of this Pornhub in which you speak.
Hold on, there's another plane.
Jenna Astoria coming in hot for your sweet porn.
I love that that's what you guys took away out of this.
What, the fact that Oswald masturbates all the time to a computer?
Anyway.
Oh my god, I hate myself. I hate myself so much for saying that. I hate myself.
Anyway. So yeah, where was I before the plane started rolling by?
You were telling Remy that there are like 32 different active mutant warehouses.
Right.
I certainly can, Oswald Civil. Sorry. Blah, blah, blah. I'm a computer now.
Shut up!
It's the crows! The crows are coming! Murder is upon us!
God damn. No, that's not it.
Guarantee you, it was it.
Good for you, look happy and healthy. Not me if you ever cared to ask.
Think of it. I was driving Hannah home the other day. I just started playing this. She was like, "What the fuck?"
What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's good. I like that.
That was a good one.
Yeah. This one has Pitbull in it.
Into the thick of it. Mr. Worldwide. Into the thick of it. Oh.
Into the thick of it.
That was perfect. Ugh.
Oh fuck. Okay,
right.
I'm good to get going. Into the thick of it.
Are you sure?
That's gonna be stuck in my head for a long time. So
It's been stuck in my head for like a week now.
Yeah,
Both
doesn't help that
Castaways
you-
and Into the Thick of It.
oh god.
I've had Sarah Smiles, Monstrito, or like Call Me by Your Name, and fucking Now Good for You, and it's just like a bunch of petty music that's just circling around in there. Oh, by the way, Kyle, I added Sarah Smiles to Oswald's playlist because Sarah is Shade's name, and I thought it was funny.
Okay.
And literally the entire chorus is Sarah smiles cause Sarah doesn't care. And I'm just like, yeah. She
No.
lives through a world so unaware. And I'm just like, yeah.
your tweet about Cleverbot.
Is it blowing up?
Yeah, well that and like hold on. I went on Cleverbot's website.
Oh my gosh.
I went on to Cleverbot last night.
I went on yesterday.
I'm telling Cleverbot I have a podcast.
Just to see if it was still alive.
Cleverbot wants the link to our podcast.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, Cleverbot wants the link to our podcast. I'm not going to post it because I don't trust it.
Are we sponsored? Are we not sponsored by Cleverbot?
Guys, we have our first, that should be like the new intro. Guys, we have our first sponsor, Cleverbot.
All right, Cleverbot's just losing his mind. I think he's senile. All right, let's go.
Actually, last night it told me its name was Kyle, and then it told me its name was Amy, and then it told me its name was Dawn, and I was just like, are you okay? Are you a sociopath?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Cleverbot is like, you know, just old and senile and just losing it at this point.
There's that Honda Civic, man! Right
Wrap it up!
on.
The Honda Civic was the death rattle.
Same.
So she's just like, after all the bars go down and everything opens, everything is utterly silent, and everyone like they're all crowded in the room.
Oh,
And
Do
all
the
of a
lights go
sudden,
out?
oh yeah, no, the lights have been out. There have been like very minimal lights throughout this entire building.
Okay, you hear Plaguey go, "Hold on, I got this." And then his eyes glow bright enough red that you can vaguely see everything around you. I
River
double
goes-
as flashlight.
River goes, "Oh, same," and then she turns her eyes purple. But
Cool,
but
now it's a rave.
that's great.
Then you just see Hans in the back room doing a really like bad sprinkler.
There's not even any music playing.
to build this moment. I'm trying so hard to build this moment. You guys are just being dicks.
Okay, listen. Every single podcast in the world has tried the horror arc. You should trust that the players won't make it horror-esque.
I think I've been doing a pretty good job. I made Kevin's pretty good, even though we were really fucking around in that one.
We were really good at the beginning of this, and then we just got bad the more we liked our characters.
So, okay, we're gonna try that again. Put all of this in the bloopers.
Okay, woo! Okay, go back to the beginning and make it super serious.
Just, taking your bra off when you get home. Ball sweat.
I'm sorry, what? No, that's not how that works.
I'm just saying.
No, you have to literally, you take off your bra and then, like...
You have to take off your bra
out.
and then air out for me at least, like, after I take a shower. I need to air out, like, my whole body after I'm done drying for, like, a solid 20 minutes. If I have titty sweat, I need to air out for, like, 45 minutes while holding up my boobs.
I think in that case...
I was at my work, and we have a little fan at my work, and my boss turned it on, and she was doing something. I was waiting for her to finish what she was doing, but I was behind her next to the fan. While she was, like, doing whatever she was doing on her computer, I, like, slowly lifted up my shirt and, like, peeked underneath my bra a little bit and let the air go in there, and I felt like it was just, like, the coming of Jesus. Like, it was great.
There have been times where I, like, get home to take, like, a shit or something, because I'm like, I really don't feel like stopping at a coffee shop, because then I feel obligated to buy something at the coffee shop for using their bathroom. So I come home, and then there's just nothing but sweat stains all over my underwear because it gets so hot. And you'd think being in an air-conditioned car would help. No, it does not help.
And I can tell that it was old because it was cold. So, like, she must have done it, like, right after I left. And she's a little shit. Because every single time I take her outside, like, literally, like, we've trained her now to, like, go in our yard. And there's no fence around our yard. It's literally, like, a little itty-bitty triangle on a main road. Anytime Will takes her outside, she'll pee and poop on command for that little bitch. But for me... she'll sit out there and she'll sniff and she'll, like, have her head up in the air and just enjoy being outside. We'll be out there for 45 minutes and she won't use the bathroom. So I'm like, okay, I take her inside. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna leave, Sophie. You didn't eat your food again. You didn't drink any water again. I'm gonna assume you're fine. I leave. And then I come back and there's just poop all over the floor. And I'm just like, you little shit. And she knew that she did something wrong. Because the moment I came in, she immediately, like, was like,
guilty
in, like,
look.
Like, she had that look, her ears were back. And any single time I was like, Sophia, I am so pissed off at you. She was, like, holding her paw up, like, oh, please stop. And I was like, pissed. I was like, I'm pissed when I walked upstairs and I was stomping and she came up, like, trying to follow me. And I was like, no, mommy needs her alone time.
I'm sorry, Mom.
So that was fun to come back to after I, like, completely almost finished my classroom. I still have, like, a couple of things that I gotta do, like filing and stuff. But, like, now, like, if a student walked in, they would be like, where do I sit? Oh my god, this was the first time I've eaten all day.
It's not good.
Sorry, I've had like an allergy cough for the last like day, so like.
I don't want to hear anything about allergies. I've had allergies for the entire year.
Kyle, I have an allergies for the entire year also. I just now have a existing cough with it now.
Surprisingly, I didn't get allergies last year or the beginning of this year because I've been wearing a mask.
Kyle, you were here and you took one allergy pill a day. Do you want to know how many allergy pills I take in a fucking day? I take 5 allergy pills to get me through a fucking day. So
That's
shut
not
up.
healthy. That's not healthy.
I know. It's fine though.
So, do I tell about my Twitter exploits?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, we will post everything behind it, and I don't even care if people hear Brittany behind it because at this point we are actually putting them in at the end of this episode.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So as I'm like getting all my stuff together, so story time, friends. So if anyone knows me, I'm religious to a point, but I'm not like super religious. And I went to like a Catholic school and like all that stuff. So like I enjoy religion, but I'm not religious. And so this dude followed me on Twitter and was my was he my 500 or 600th? I think it was my 600th follower. And I was like, oh God, like he's gonna want to like talk to me and stuff. And it's like just in his bio is Christ first, proud Christian, and then like a whole bunch of like crown signs. So I was like, this is gonna be a trip. And I was even telling Allie, I was like, watch, she's gonna end up messaging me. So I checked my like message request because I saw you have a new message request, and it was him. And I was like, oh, yes. And this is right around the time that I started rewatching The Handmaid's Tale because if anyone knows me, I religiously watch The Handmaid's Tale like every summer that it has come out and they put out a new season. I rewatch from the very beginning. Is it tedious? Yes. Is it mind numbing? Yes. But I'm still here, aren't I, bitch? So he's like, hello, Elena. God bless you. How are you doing? So this is how I know that this dude was an idiot. And I go, hello, blessed be the fruit under his eye. How are you? And he completely ignored that. And then he's like talking like, oh, I'm from here. Where are you from? And I said, and he's like, how's the weather there? And I was like, oh, the Lord has blessed us with good weather today. And he's like, amen. Always blessed. He's always blessed up. Where are you from? And I go, Gilead. It's a small, wonderful country. And he's like, where is it located? And I go, have you heard of America? Essentially. And he's like, oh yeah. And I'm like, it's right there and by Canada. And so then, and he's like, oh my gosh. And then I go like, yeah, we believe in like traditional family values and religion and we have handmaids and stuff. And he's like, oh, I didn't realize people still did that. And so I'm like, this dude's an absolute dumb fuck. And I was enthralled that like no, like because like Handmaid's Tale is like something that people know. It's like, oh yeah, like I've talked with people and they're like, oh, I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it. And so like I'm sitting there and I'm talking to this guy, and it's at the point where I'm like checking my phone constantly. Like this has been like a week thing, and I'm like checking my phone, and he would message like once a day, and I would like wait for it, like just waiting for it. It was like fucking crack to me. And he's liking all the stuff that I say, and then I say, you are not allowed to directly address the handmaids, and you are not allowed to talk with Marthas only unless you have a need that they need to fulfill. And he's like praying that I can someday come. And then I was like, hey, Allie, watch. I'm like, hey, Allie, I think he's about to start asking me for stuff because, scams and stuff. And then he's like, yeah, we kind of need stuff. And I was like, oh, like, Gilead is more than welcome to send you things, only if we are given things in return. And then he's like, oh, like what? And I go, well, the women here are not allowed to attend school. We go to the domestic arts and we learn how to sew, knit, and become a proper housewife. And he's like, oh, that's really old school. And then he's like, oh, I'm like, yeah, we need to trade for things. And I like kept thinking to myself, like, what if I say like we're trading handmaids for people? But then I was like, no, I don't want to make it look like I'm actually trafficking people. I don't want to be that kind of a nut. I don't want to get too far into it. And then he's like, oh, well, like, we don't have any of those organizations, so we can try to send you some things. And I was like, I want you to send us oranges and yarn. And he was like, what? He's like, we don't have any oranges and yarn, but blessings upon you if you get them soon. And I was like, you don't understand. I need my oranges and my yarn. And this is where the turntables have turned. Oh my god. I think I've honestly spooked him off, and I'm kind of sad about that. He's like, no, I don't understand. Where do you need it from? And I was like, screaming at him about how a woman named Offred stole all of our children and all of our Marthas, and we have no children. And I said, I need my oranges and yarn. We're only allowed to knit and sew. Scurvy is a huge problem, and scurvy hasn't been a problem anywhere in the past, like, 300 years. I just keep going, and I'm like, oh, Lady of Offred stole our children. God damn it, please send us some children. And he was like, okay, that's not good. It's confusing to me now what you're saying. And I go, we're dying of scurvy, hence why we need oranges. And I send an orange emoji. I go, a handmaid stole all children and took Martha's on a plane and carried them to Canada. And I put the Canadian flag symbol. And then I go, we need yarn because no one wishes to trade with us. Our Lord and Savior, Beelzebub. knows not why. So we need yarn because women are not allowed to read, write, or do anything other than paint, sew, or knit because our Lord and Savior, Lucifer, demanded it in our only religious text, the Satanic Bible. And I haven't heard anything since Friday at 4 o'clock. Oh my god, I'm dying. And in case anyone didn't know, Beelzebub is like a demon king of hell, and Lucifer is the actual name of the devil.
Just in case somebody doesn't know.
If anyone wanted a really big look into that, by the way, I did give Elena an extra hero point because of this.
Legitimately, I've been doing this shit since Monday, and I'm like, I want more people in my DMs. Like, I just want to really, like, do stuff like this. Like, really fuck with people.
Alright. Are you guys ready to start? You got all your dice ready?
They're not ready. I have, they have not been in my kitties all day, and I am wearing a sports bra, so, you know, let's see how that goes.
Good luck, babe.
Well, they've been rolling decently for me before.
I go silent.
Amber had 3 in her titties last night, and she rolled 2 19s and a 20, so...
Yeah, Vina's been, like, my test subject for, like, so long. She's been doing a fantastic job. And I've been taking notes on everything that we do. Should I get out my D20 for Hansi or no? Am I going to be rolling for him?
No, actually,
I'll get him out just in case. I'll put him over to the side.
I'm just gonna use the big Kraken dice, the big D20.
Well,
Thank
I
you
have
for
like
actually reminding me because
I have my Kraken dice that I've been rolling for my other D&D character and for Remy, and then I have like my giant purple and gold dice that I use for Hansi.
Okay, keep in mind, Matthew did already roll to see what exactly happens to you, so what happened is not my fault.
Yeah, hence why I'm gonna scream at Matthew at the end of this session.
That's fair.
Okay, making sure my phone's on silent. It is. Can you hear my air conditioner?
Very, very lightly, but
Okay.
that won't bother it too much. I'm usually able to get like that little fuzz out.
Yeah, I only have it open so that I can hear Sophie downstairs. But she's in timeout!
Give me 1 second. I'm replying to something.
No.
From my other wife, because I have several wives on
No.
TTRPG now.
No.
Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. We did it, folks. Okay. How am I doing, Britain? How am I doing, Britain? Give me a play-by-play on how am I doing with this horror shit. Give me something what I'm doing on Discord, thanks.
That's it! I'm killing Remy. Remy commits suicide. I'm
No,
done. I quit the podcast. I quit the podcast. You just see Remy instantaneously pulls out her gun and just the fucking trigger. I'm done.
No, you're not. You're contractually obligated ever since James left. Remember, I made you guys sign a fucking contract saying I can't leave this shit now.
Yeah, but it wasn't an actual contract, nor was it notarized.
She's got you there.
You just made it a verbal agreement, and verbal agreements don't mean shit because words are wind.
Okay, are you okay?
I am so sad.
It wasn't even me. I didn't even roll it. I just rolled. To be honest, I didn't even know which one was going to go. I picked a D20 and I was just like, I wonder which one is going to be picked for these ones that aren't going to be dealing with the others, and it was Polly. So
I mean, like, I have no reason to be this upset, but like, oh my god, I feel like it's like, you know, when your character like actually like accidentally dies. Like, that's what this was. It makes me so heartbroken.
I'm so sorry.
Oh my god. I just got like fucking flashbacks to when I was watching Revenge, and you just see Aiden's spoilers to anyone who wants to watch Revenge, but you just see Aiden's dead body just there. And
at least I think it was a 17. I might have been lower.
And Emily is just like, she like is like, oh my god, that destroyed me. I couldn't watch Revenge because I was binge watching it, and me and my friends were watching it together, and my one roommate knew how much I loved
Okay, I lied. Pluggy rolled a 25. Not Pluggy. Wow, Hansi rolled a 25 on D100.
I was about to say, so Pluggy also dies. Okay, because this is how
you don't know if Pluggy also dies. We still have plenty of time.
So can I tell you how I imagined Pluggy and Hansi going out?
Yeah, sure. Tell me,
okay.
And then we have to move
hands
on.
and kissing.
No, so here's the thing. I imagined that like Pluggy was going to die, but Hansi would have totally like taken the fucking bullet for Pluggy because he loves Pluggy. Like, they're like soul sisters in all of their being, and like he would have like dramatically like would have been like in Pluggy's arms, and he's like, it's okay, I at least got to kill that little bitch Franklin, and then just dies. And then like Pluggy would be like, Hansi, and Like, that's how I imagined that they would die. Now he's going to die in this cold place and not, like, think of anything warm and wonderful and dying in his best friend's.
To be fair, I think getting your heart ripped out, he's not thinking about anything right now.
No, he immediately is thinking of, like, all, like, it's like his life is flashing before his eyes, and he's thinking about his husband that he killed, and he's thinking about the affair that his husband had, and he killed that person, and that person died, and then he's thinking about all these other things, and then he's like, and this is how I die, in a cold, damp cellar. And then, like, he's like, I should have gone out with some fucking cocaine like Marilyn Monroe, and then died. Oh my god.
Like, he's gonna, like... it's basically Dimension Door at this point. He's gonna Dimension Door some mac and cheese next to Hansi.
Oh my god.
Okay, so are we done? We done here? We good now?
Yeah, I'm done.
I won't go. I'll let you have this moment, and then we're gonna go to Remy in a bit. Okay, so you can breathe.
Okay, but hold up. Happy thing. Lixian is officially a dad.
Hey! Good for Lixian. He deserves it.
Lixian just had his baby. Not his. He didn't actually give birth, but like he actually.
I don't think anyone here was assuming that he gave birth.
No, but in case people were like, "Oh, I don't know who Lixian is," but like, yeah, Lixian just became a dad, and that makes my heart so full because I saw Mark say congratulations, and I was like, "Oh, congratulations for what?" And this is so sweet and wholesome.
Okay, cool.
As one life dies, another one enters. He legitimately was
okay.
born.
This is all
ago.
going into the fucking blooper reel.
He was born the exact moment that Hansi died. Oh my god.
Oh god, Lucia's child is a psychopath.
Lixian, I'm so sorry.
All right, so.
Behold the taint. Thanks, Britt.
My tainted meats.
Oh, God.
So, okay.
You thought I'd be like freaking out about this. No.
I forgot that the lesser god did not finish Data's character sheet, so give me a second.
So let me get this straight. So far we have a therapist, 2 twins, one a dad who have daddy issues. So we have a therapist, 2 twins with daddy issues, a cannibal that has very exquisite meat tastes, a random cowboy teenager, and
Can we call Carmichael a random cowboy teenager this entire time? Thank you.
Oswald calls over to Data and is like, "Hey, Data, can you take a break from your random cowboy teenager for a second?"
And then
Carmichael's literally just sitting on the floor like, what the fuck?
And then we have the fucking exorcist just roaming the halls. Jesus Christ, what is this?
Allie's fun, psychological fuck-up of horrors. Welcome.
Telling you, Oswald's more pissed off than anything.
So,
you're here to play with us.
No. So,
Immediately turns into a demon for no reason.
No, they
Come
start
play
doing...
with us, Zach.
I'm trying to do, like, something, and you guys are ruining the moment.
Do you expect any less?
Exactly.